Welcome to the Ignorance is Strength podcast. I'm your host, Fabian motherfucking Ojeda, and I don't know shit, but that's okay. All right, let's get this shit started. Thank you everybody for listening to the Ignorance is Strength podcast. Hope you all enjoyed episode number 89 with David Keck. Definitely an interesting story there. Again, usually we're doing a funny ha-ha shit like we're doing on this episode. Every now and then it's nice to switch gears and talk about something a little bit more important. But we're back to the shit show, so we got the familiar faces and you know them well. Let's go ahead and welcome back Mr. Whitey.
Hey, we're about to shit all over this thing.
There we go.
That's great.
How many times did you walk out to this, Whitey?
Oh, man.
Not enough.
White guy.
All right. And then also coming in for the umpteenth time, we've got Mr. Sosa.
Hey guys, what's up?
You should play this way too much in ninth grade, right?
Way too much. I think I headbanged so much that my hair fell out. I'm gonna blame it on Metallica. Dude, oh my god. You know what? I don't know if this is a transition point, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You guys remember what was my wardrobe back in like sophomore year in high school?
Just a Master of Puppets t-shirt.
Every Metallica shirt every day of the week, and fucking Dickies.
Yeah, I had like 6 or 7 Metallica t-shirts and like 3 pairs of Dickies. And it wasn't because I was doing a fashion statement or anything. I was just poor and that's all I had. So I just, recycled through the same shirts week after week. And I still have, to this day, my Ride the Lightning t-shirt.
Nice.
And like it's all tattered up and I can't believe like it's an extra large. I don't know what the fuck I was doing wearing an extra large when I only weighed like 140 pounds back then.
Uh-huh.
But it's an extra large and I still fit into that fucker. And like, I'll go to sleep with it and, I go to sleep, good night, babe. And Roseanne still tells me like, fuck, that thing is still going right now to this day.
For reference, I want to let you know that I would have been able to fit into an extra large back then. That's not happening anytime, in the next year, decade, or anything like that ever again for me. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck you were wearing that for either.
I was swimming in that thing.
That's no problem. I heard the creator from The Simpsons was saying that he goes, we wrote the show as Homer was like an obese man or whatever, but now he's like average size in America.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
He's no longer fat anymore. He's just average.
Well, we are reserving the last song for somebody conspicuous by his absence today. And so we get him on. If not, it's kind of understandable. He's got more important things to tend to, like the birth of his second child. But Potter Shapiro might or might not be on. It's one of these things again with the shit show. It's a little unpredictable sometimes. It's just like Sosa over there. He, I don't think it was on purpose, right? But his child stole my birthday, basically.
He did.
I mean, they could have waited a day or two, or just done it early.
Dude, that motherfucker waited 2 extra weeks. Like, hey, homie, get out of there. He's like, it's Fabian's birthday. Yeah, no, I can leave now.
But you know what? Without Potter here, I've actually got a bit of a surprise for you all.
Uh-oh.
And I think
Nice.
What's that smell?
I just saw what popped up on the screen. That's funny.
I think y'all are gonna like this one.
Ladies.
Oh man.
Then, for the second time on the podcast, we got Maddie to Louise.
Matt, what's up, man?
I think he's still connected to the audio, but gotta love that intro music there, right?
Fucking man, I could see the top of his head.
That's
yeah,
what
the
a lot
top
the-
of your head.
That's what a lot of the ladies say as well. Right? As we wait for Matt to figure out technology, when was the last time you actually spoke to Matt Whitey?
I saw him at my mom's house. I think you
Yeah,
mentioned
you
this
did.
a while back. And I don't know, it's been a couple of years. I feel like it's been a couple of years. And then I never saw him again. It's like the story of Matt. You see him and then you don't see him for a couple of years.
Well, he's still there looking like Debo right now.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't know the camera's on. He's just
Dude, don't take a leak right now. You're live.
this is the day in the life of Matt.
Oh, put the onion away.
No.
No.
No, still nothing. Dude,
Let's fix him up.
the last time I talked to Matt that I can remember talking to Matt was when we were to hang out at West of Bellies. You remember that?
Oh yeah, that
Oh.
Belly's West Florida, huh?
West of Bellies, where the best part of your day is when you go back to sleep.
Remember, that's the only place that I've ever been to that I had expired beer that one time. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I'm like, does this taste like soap? Like my beer tastes like soap.
Uh-huh.
So we went to the bartender and she looks at me and she's like, wait, what beer is that? Oh my God. She goes, let me see that. I'm like, what do you mean, huh? She goes, I grabbed the wrong beer. This one's expired. I go, beer expires?
Yeah, you get it at a discount if you still have a.
I thought it was like wine or whatever, you know, it
2
just
week
gets
shelf
better
life.
over time. Yeah. I don't know.
Oh my god! Yep, that's West of Bellies right there. That's pretty much much it.
I think they finally closed it.
Mm,
He should have. I mean,
Yeah.
probably because all the expired beers they were serving.
it was not a classy place at all.
No.
Remember, that was the only bar I knew that they had that guy that would like taxi you around from place to place. Like he just called his cell phone.
You guys had an underground taxi,
Yeah, there was like
Like
an
an Uber
underground
before an
taxi.
Uber?
Dude. Yeah, exactly.
except that you didn't know if you were gonna get like raped or whatever once you got in.
Oh no, you
What?
knew you were. You knew you were.
I mean, yeah, I mean, why else get the underground taxi?
It's part of the excitement. Am I going home? Am I going to end up in his trunk? I don't know. We'll see where the night takes us.
Yeah.
Maybe you should message Matt
here
and help,
with yeah. Okay, no, there he is. I think he can hear us now.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you
There
now.
he is.
We knew. See, when you was on, we heard those sweet velvety tones, right?
Technology, right?
Matt, are you still drinking Jim Beam there? Is that a Jim Beam bottle I see in your hand?
Nope. Got it wrong. Got it
Man,
wrong.
you didn't even hear your theme music there.
Man, I know.
Do you want to take a guess as to
That's right.
which wrestler's theme music we used for you?
Which wrestler?
Yeah.
But Val Venus. Val Venus, dude.
Yeah. But I know you. I know you wanted to catch up with the shit show there, and Connor's actually out having his second child there, so you're able
Oh
to
shit! Yes.
fill in there.
Oh yeah. What is he having?
He had a boy.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
had a boy, baby boy. He had a wrestler.
Oh damn, that's cool. What else did they have?
But
Okay.
There was only one, Matt. There was only one that came out.
Oh no! Don't they have another kid?
It's like a litter.
Nah, don't they have another kid?
They had 14.
I get the question now. It was funnier when I didn't understand the question.
No, yeah, they had a little girl years ago.
Oh, damn, a boy and a girl. That's cool.
There you go. So I know most people come to you if they need a boy, right?
I shoot boys.
Yeah.
You
You can't. Oh shit!
So cool.
Oh,
Fuck. How
But
can I forget?
I could smell that shit through the screen.
I just remember getting sick on SoCo. Oh, not great.
No, immediately when I look at a bottle of Soko, I can smell the Red Bull already right next to it too.
Right.
Yeah, I stopped with the energy drink. I just drink it straight now.
Energy drink gave me acid reflux, I want to say.
For real?
I feel like, remember, like, you were the one who told me to take Zantac? Like, I couldn't figure out Heartburn. Yeah, so like I had this horrible heartburn for like it was like 3 months. I had this heartburn. I was just like fucking pissed off. Nothing worked. I tried a bunch of Tums and nothing was working. He goes, I had the same problem or whatever. He goes, I took some Zantac and it fixed it right up. So sure enough, I went and bought Zantac, took one little pill or whatever, and it fixed everything right up.
Yeah, I remember that.
So then I went to the doctor and, with blood tests and everything, they're like, oh yeah, you got GERD. And the only thing I could think of was I fucked up my esophagus with all those energy drinks because we would drink a lot of energy drink.
According to your lab, sir, you got GERD and you're gay. So
Hold on.
That's
hold on.
That's all right. We can pray that out. Potter told me.
Hold on.
He's not here to defend himself, so you guys can pretty much, say whatever. It's cool.
But it's been a while since Sosa and Whitey, you've seen Matt. What questions might you have for Hispanic Debo there?
What the hell have you been up to, man?
Just out and about, doing my thing, I guess.
Are you local right now, or where you staying?
Grotto.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, over here on Riverside Avenue.
Riverside.
Yeah, Riverside Avenue.
I work near there. I won't say where, but I work near there. Yeah.
What else you guys been up to?
Just life, man. I got married. Wife just got a green card. I know we've been talking about that
Did she?
for ages.
Hey, Whitey, did she get it from Crawford's, like my family did?
And I know Matt's been.
Oh, that's great.
Matt's been waiting for his for 2 decades.
It's no longer Crawford's. It's like an Asian-owned market.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, damn, Crawford's is still there.
No, it was there forever.
Times have changed, dude. It used to be like the wetbackiest fucking market that ever was.
Hey, man, I did a lot of shopping there.
Hey, and a lot of people work there,
Got a car right now.
That's the only place I knew you could get a basketball or a soccer ball.
Yeah, you could get a basketball, a soccer ball, a green card, a social security, you get your brakes checked, whatever, man.
Everything you needed, yeah. It's crazy.
They still do breaks there.
I'm pretty sure they still sell social security numbers there too if you need it.
Maybe you can still get a basketball there, Whitey.
Jeez. It's all the same.
You gotta check that out. We should just all go and try to buy a basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of I think back in the day, if you asked for a basketball, they probably just give you a soccer ball anyway because it was all Mexican people. Right? You go now try to get any sports equipment, they probably give you like a badminton racket or some shit.
It was a soccer ball spray painted orange. Here you go, you little shit.
No, now they give you a tablet or whatever with some basketball games on there.
You make app now, stupid man.
Stupid.
Yeah,
listening to a lot of Slipknot and shit again.
Oh shit! You mean he's gonna start?
They still have the Knot Fest and all that.
Yeah, but it was smaller, dude. It was you know how we used to go to fucking what was that place in San Bernardino?
San Manuel.
Glen Oaks.
Yeah, they had it instead at the
Glen Allen, I think. One of those.
No, they had it at a soccer stadium at what do you call it? The one over there off of Martin Luther King, off the 110.
Yeah.
That other team, not the Galaxy, LAFC, the LAFC arena or whatever stadium.
Yeah,
what is it called?
Do some interviews over there by USC.
Wait, so you've been listening to Slipknot? That means you're gearing up to kill people again.
Hey, I just got Iron Maiden tickets.
Iron Maiden?
Yeah, I got Iron Maiden tickets.
Oh, shit, bro.
It's like a year away. It's one of those things where you buy it and you're like not sure what the fuck's going on. And,
I hope they're not dead.
Yeah, that's another thing. I was like, I wouldn't usually splurge on like $130, $140 tickets or whatever, but it's like how much longer we got to see those guys really?
Do they have a ramp for their fucking
like when they started they were old.
For real.
And then he flies all the fucking plane. Like how I wonder how safe that is, like
he flies the planes.
Yeah, he flies the fucking the Iron Maiden plane. He's a pilot.
That's some Buddy Holly shit's about to happen, man.
Mhm.
You guys old as fuck.
He's a certified airline pilot. I think he's a part owner and he's also a pilot, commercial pilot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Maiden Force One is the name of their jet or something like that. Yeah.
That's
I think they
pretty
had a documentary where they showed all that stuff. It's kind of crazy thinking like, at the end of the day, he's, Captain Bruce.
Hey, Whitey, I remember you listened to Matt's podcast that we did with him, right? And
Yeah.
There's some discrepancies that you'd like to ask him about.
You're putting me on the spot. What discrepancies? I'll answer.
I don't remember something about punching him in the nose or.
Oh, do you remember that when I punched you in the nose, Matt?
Yeah. Remember
I still remember that shit.
You were so angry.
From Mountain View. And then we're going back to the pad and I ate that whole cake.
Oh my God, Matt ate an entire lemon cake like it was a sheet cake.
From
I don't know why my mom had like a whole cake back there, and she goes, "Hey Matt, would you like some cake? There's a little cake back there, and it was like in the span of time it took, I think, from Mountain View High School to my house in a car. Like we're talking about like a light and 2 stop signs or something, and the cake was gone.
It's
just
not a long
gone.
distance.
I ate that.
Yeah, he ate the whole cake.
Oh shit! So here we go. We got Potter coming in real quick.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
man, it's full house today.
That means I gotta make sure I got his song ready there.
Does that make you Uncle Jesse or?
Let's see. We're just waiting for him to connect.
Mm.
In the meantime,
Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house.
I think he hears us.
I said certified freak house. 7 days a week.
Hey,
Wet
hey,
ass
hey.
P word. Make that pull out game week.
All right, there he is,
Yeah.
Potter.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Isaac,
Hey,
what's up?
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
Congrats.
Potter, do you happen to
man.
see who's joining us today?
I saw Matt.
There he is.
What up, Potter? Hey, congrats.
The baby there?
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, I said congrats.
Thanks, Matt.
Uh,
So, Potter, you are joining us for like 2 minutes to get your kudos for baby number 2, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Just
Nice.
about that. Just to say I've been on this episode. I haven't missed one yet.
There we go. Now we can throw you on the poster again, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys still at the hospital? No, you're in your garage, right?
Yeah, we actually just got back, I think like at 3:00 today. Here at the house.
Oh man, tired.
Kind of just been like some crazy sleep schedule for the past couple, like 2 days, 2 or 3 days.
And
Man,
it's
saw
only
you
going to
in your,
get worse.
Saw you in your doctor's gear, man. Your medical garb.
Can we
Yeah.
can we say hello to Macy and the baby, or are they convalescing and sleeping?
I could take you guys inside real quick. Hold on.
All right. That's why I saved the song for the beginning. We didn't want to upset the baby, halfway through there.
Day in the life of.
All right, hold on. Here's Macy.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Macy.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations.
congrats.
We
Thank
we
you.
we even got a special guest for you.
Babe,
today.
the baby's going to come on.
I'm having pozole right now. I'm like so
Oh,
freaking excited for
shit.
pozole. Hi.
All right.
Hi, Belle.
Here's my first
Hello.
one. She is very excited about the baby.
I'm a big sister.
I'm a big sister.
That's great.
Daddy, hang around.
Hold on. They want to see the baby. All right.
Here's the little guy.
That
Oh, so cute.
that ain't no little guy. That's a big boy.
He had a Brock Lesnar.
He came out of the womb just kind of attacking and single legging the doctor, right?
Someone get that man a beer.
Pin the doctor.
He's knocking out right now. He just finished a bottle.
From what I understood, he came out chopping wood and shooting shotguns.
Just about. Yeah. Man, it was fucking crazy.
Getting the Kyle's free tattoo tomorrow.
We're supposed to try to induce him on Wednesday,
Mhm.
and the hospital's like, "We're full, don't come." And then they finally gave us the A-OK on Thursday in that late afternoon, and then the next morning, Friday, everything was ready to go, and he was just too big, so we had to do a C-section.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Huh? What's kind of crazy, I think, how you guys, because nobody does this anymore, right? Where you didn't want to know the gender at all until like the moment of birth.
Yeah, we did that again this time, and I was able to hold out. If Mace was able to hold out, I'm shocked she's done it twice already, because she's always like, "What did you get me for Christmas? What did you get me for my birthday?" And it's like 10 days before or something like that. She can like see the present right there. It's like, "Can I open it? Can I open it?"
Mhm.
And I'm like, "No, it's not time yet." So it's very shocking. She wanted to wait and has been able to wait, and it was fun. It was exciting.
Well,
Hello.
this episode will have slightly less Shapiro based banter, but anything you want to argue with about for 30 seconds before you leave?
Dude, I got fucking nothing. Ever since like the day after Thanksgiving, my phone just took a huge shit on me. So I've been completely phoneless for even today. This isn't even my phone right now.
Look at how happy he is. We should all try that.
That is him, off the internet for a month. Look at him.
He's glowing.
Happy.
Yeah.
I see the fucking Confederate flag is almost down in the background. What's going on here?
Dude, I don't even see the white sheets anymore. Like, yeah.
Kyle's free, buddy. You did it.
He got rid of all his tiki torches.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like,
I like tiki torches.
Sure, of course you would, Whitey. It's in your nature.
Oh god.
I have like very little like news information kind of hitting me at all, and no YouTube videos really. So it's just been really fucking boring this whole month.
Real
Yeah.
boring, less stressful. How do you feel being unplugged?
Well, because I was just like anticipating my kids like coming like any day, especially like the last 2 weeks. That part's been stressful at work. It's like, because we've been booked up for December since the end of November, and people keep calling and they want appointments, and I want to try to accommodate them, but it's like, where can I put them? And then I'm like, I don't even know if I'll be here that day. So in that aspect, it's been a little stressful.
Well, Potter, I don't want to keep you from being doing your daddy duties, so we wanted to call and say congratulations, and fuck, man, make that kid a wrestler like tomorrow.
I'll try my hardest. I'll try my hardest, guys.
I want to see your children wrestle Matt's children, wrestle Sosa's children.
We have a fight club.
Very interesting.
Oh yeah, that's all I gotta say, Potter. But go get to it, man. Don't stay around for us.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take off, guys. I'll hit you guys up later when I get my phone up and running again. Okay.
Yeah, good seeing you, Potter.
Yeah, man. Take it easy.
Yeah, man.
Later, man.
Later.
See you guys.
Yeah, so I think it's interesting how he is showing a certain glow after being off the internet for a long time.
He does seem a lot happier. I'm not gonna lie. I saw that shit Indian grin, and I'm all like, oh, he must have gotten that "Let's Go Brandon" tattoo or some shit. But no.
Yeah, it got me thinking. I'm like, wait a minute. I I think Whitey should be the happiest because he hasn't been on the internet, like on social media, since like Facebook came out.
That's
And
true.
And then Matt, you spick. You've been you've been on there secretly,
Yeah. Wait, not Facebook. I don't have that.
or no, Instagram, right?
Yeah.
He says with a wink.
I'm done. No, I'll have it and then I'll delete it and then I'll add one. Delete it. I don't know. I get bored without it.
Yeah, it's probably the boredom that gets you. But like I know Sosa just said he got off of it for how long was it?
Dude, it's probably probably since like Isaac, like since Thanksgiving-ish. Probably been about 3-4 weeks.
But it was intentional for you because like it was just a bunch of bullshit, right?
Yeah, man. I was like, man, this is fucking stressful. And fucking everything's like, it feels like every day is impending doom with like politics and shit and like imminent war and fucking everything. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna goddamn check out for a little bit. And I feel great.
Yeah. I mean I've never been like huge on it, like, oh, let me post every second of my life, you know. I think I'm only on there because like really here's a brand new episode. Check it out, you know. I mean, if you don't do that, nobody listens to your shit. You know? But I'm not really taking too much into account as like, oh, you know, I'm gonna fucking post my entire life on there. I think that's fucking bullshit, man, because the people that do that, they're all trying to present themselves like as like their highlight reel, their better life, you know?
Yeah.
Like I know like Matt, I know you've seen a lot of that, right? A lot of people trying to fucking make their life seem better than it is, and here we are, we know them in real life, and it's like it's nothing like that.
Yeah. I used to post a lot like way back. But then even that too, I was like, I don't even sometimes I'll catch myself, you know, like fixing a picture or something. And I'll be thinking like, why the fuck am I even doing this shit? And I won't even post it. Or even right now, when you see like I'll post something and then I'll just look at it later and I'm like, what the fuck? No, just delete it, you know? Like, I don't really care to do all that anymore. I just go on it to browse around.
It was like too much work, right?
Yeah, I'm just mainly on YouTube anyway, looking at everything.
Hey, now that we got Matt on, hey, what'd you think of that Nick Diaz fight?
Well, I was there.
You were at the Nick Diaz fight? Let's talk about that.
Ah, shit, man. Like, that whole week, you already could tell he wasn't feeling it. You know?
Yeah.
He was pretty much saying, shit, why'd they give me Robbie Lawler for my first fight back? You know?
Well, to me, it was just like, I'm just here for a paycheck. You know, I get it. You know, someone's got to, you got to have a job doing something, and that's what he does.
Yeah.
How many fights does he still have left in his contract?
I think it's like 2 more. But supposedly Dana doesn't even want him to fight anymore.
That's what he said. He goes, he's just there like a, I read Dana said something like, he's like one of those guys that sits in bumper to bumper traffic every day at a job he hates. He goes,
yeah.
He just does it for the check. He's not, you know, there's no hunger there.
So then why don't they just fucking cut him, let him go, and he could be a free agent?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they should, but I don't know.
I mean, you think they're just going to give him a couple of stepping stone fights for other guys now and let him be done, right? I mean, like do the 2 fights and just give him like nobody's.
That's what they're doing with Cowboy now. They just gave him that Patty the Batty or whatever. Remember that?
Oh.
He's fighting Cowboy in March. So.
Hey, what about Jake Paul? You watched that Jake Paul shit going on?
I was gonna ask about that.
Oh goddamn! Now you got it. Started.
Nah, I don't watch this. I don't pay attention. It's all fake. I think it's all rigged.
Yeah.
Man, I just think some of those like it's hard to fucking rig a knockout like that though. When
I mean the knockout's real, but I'm saying who you knew was gonna get knocked out. He took one.
Yeah.
Who did he knock out?
Tyrone Woodley.
He knocked him out.
He fucking knocked him out cold, like hands fucking to the side, face into the floor, knockout.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I didn't see the whole fight. I just saw the knockout, but it was one of those ones where the referee's just like he stopped it before he hit the floor.
Yeah, he was out.
I saw somebody. I'm pretty sure I seen somebody face plant like that and fucking die. So I mean, That was a good call.
Damn. So what is this? Is this guy like for reals? Is he good? Is he? What's going on here?
I don't think so. I mean, put him up against the fucking, bottom tier
Now
boxer.
they say, why isn't he calling out Anderson Silva?
Why
Yeah.
do you think he's not? Why do you think he's not?
Because Anderson won't take the bribe money.
Oh, I see that. Okay.
Jeez. And Dana was saying it too. That Silva's old. He's retired from MMA. Like, why isn't he calling him out? Never heard Jake call Anderson Silva.
Well, how about fucking Vitor Belfort?
Yeah, or Vitor. Vitor fucking killed Jake Paul, dude. Especially TRT Vitor.
What about you think?
Jake's on roids.
You think he'll fight Nate?
Nah, Nate just signed again.
Oh, for reals?
Yeah. Because he had that one fight, but I guess I read they renegotiated it. So,
Yeah,
I don't really watch all that stuff. The Jake Paul stuff.
No, but with that though, I think listen. Like, I'm not one to call out like, oh, fake conspiracy, fucking, whatever all the time. But something's kind of fishy with this shit, right? You got someone like, all right, let's just start off right from the beginning, right? Who's that first fight? Was it against Askren?
Yeah, Askren.
Right. Askren is pretty well known college wrestler, right? The Paul brothers wrestled in college, right?
I thought it was high school. They wrestled in college.
In college too.
Oh,
At least one of them. And then all of a sudden they've got Tyron Woodley in the mix, right? Tyron Woodley was also very well respected college wrestler, right? And now you've got DC trying to mix things up with them, talking all this shit, trying to stir it up. They're all wrestlers. They all know each other. They're all in the same scene, right? And if you've seen the guy like throw hands on the bag and shit, it's sloppy, it's ugly, right? I mean, it looks like my first week of training with Matt. It's just not very polished. And I think that they're just, really kind of getting this hype train going and making it like a pro wrestling type of thing, where the finishes are probably already predetermined, even when what's his name, when one of the Paul brothers was going up against, it was the same one, I don't know, but against Mayweather. Come on, dude. You don't think Mayweather could have put a stop to him whenever he wanted to?
Yeah, no.
Like he even almost knocked him out, and then he picked him back up.
Yeah.
I mean, and then after that, he didn't do anything. He just stopped attacking them. So I think they're just really kind of. I mean, they got a lot of money. I mean, what would it hurt to be like another pro wrestling? Where things are predetermined.
Right.
So I think
the guys he picks too are already retired, old, so why not take $5 million? Yeah,
I mean, exactly.
And then Tyron Woodley's already used to everyone talking shit on him anyway,
Yeah.
So it's to him to take a loss, That's how I see it. So I'm like, probably just take that money and,
If he's really that good, put him up against a fucking lower tier boxer at his own weight, right?
Yeah.
And let's see how he does. Put him up against real boxers, because retired MMA fighters are not necessarily the best boxers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think even like Mazda on them, I think he would even take a bribe money,
Mm-hmm.
You think Nate would take the bribe money?
Nah, I don't think Nate would.
Well, Masvidal said he'd take the bribe money. They just didn't offer him enough of it.
Jake he'll never come over. He'll never be in the UFC. He'll never do MMA fighter.
No, because they don't pay shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine? There still are UFC champions or top 2 or 3 contenders, right? Who should be making millions, but they have second jobs,
What?
Right.
Yeah, or they have to take out loans to pay for their training.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's sad, man. Like, no
That's-
wonder
that's-
that. Uh-huh.
That's really fucked up, man. Like, how much money is Dana making? Like, yes. How much is enough?
He's making that Zuffa money.
Well, it's not even Zuffa anymore. It's like a
No, it's what are the brothers called? Is she still working for the whatever?
Uh-huh.
There's two brothers.
For cheetahs?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got bought out. I forget what the name of the company is now, but yeah, man, they're making the money. That the fighters aren't making shit.
Damn.
I remember when MMA was at its height, like in 2007, 2008. Everybody used to watch and wear the fucking Affliction shirts and shit.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Walmart started carrying all that MMA stuff.
That's when you know it got too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you see fucking shirts at Walmart with blood and foil and all that shit.
Like,
Yeah, the
real
foil shirt.
blood or
No, you know, like fake blood, whatever. But
oh, because it's Walmart. I mean, it could be real.
it could be real, man. Somebody
Hey,
had an
people
accident.
hardly wear that foil anymore.
Yeah, nobody wears it on T-shirts anymore because I think people just realize like, hey, we look fucking stupid. You know?
You know what it is? I had a freaking Transformer shirt I got off of like Lootwear or something like that, and it had that foil on there, right? After so many washes, the foil turned like a green color. It didn't even shine anymore. It was just like this weird. That ink does weird stuff. I think after a few washes.
I'm not gonna lie, I like some of those Affliction like designs. Those are pretty cool, especially like the Fedor shirt.
The
Yeah.
beginning ones.
But when he started wrapping them in foil like a fucking fajita or something like that,
You were reflective, yeah.
it's like, okay, this is a little much. You know?
The first Rampage one was, I don't know what that's.
When me and Spick used to go clubbing, we used to look like fucking wrapped. We used to like we were wrapped up like Gordita Crunch. I remember they wouldn't let us into a stupid nightclub or whatever. I don't know if it was you or Javi. Your pants were too loose, apparently, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker.
Too
I'm
loose.
like, I think it was Javi. I'm like, he's skinny and he's wearing relaxed jeans. Come on, you know. I'm like, we're wearing Affliction shirts. You really think we're an Affliction gang with leather jackets? Yeah, that was funny. Maybe it was too much foil, man. We wouldn't pass through the security door.
I mean, perhaps the secondary purpose of that foil was, gotta smoke a little something afterwards, just tear off a piece of your shirt. Dual purpose, baby.
Matt's already 2 steps ahead of you right there. Yeah, I don't. Why do you? Why isn't he? Why haven't you and Matt smoked together in the last few years or so? You got all those gadgets at your house.
Nobody can freaking find Matt. You're the only person who could find Matt.
I didn't even know how to find him. He found me.
There you go. Then that's what Matt does. He finds people. He's a people finder.
Because of the Larry episode.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It snowballed from there.
Yeah.
Well, he don't live out here either. I mean, how long have you been out in Rialto?
This whole year since January.
Hmm.
Yeah. Then the other day, I went by your house. It was early in the morning. Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah. I was gonna stop by. I mean, it was like 5 in the morning.
He just
5 in the
prowls
morning.
about.
Because we were jogging.
Oh,
You jog?
Nah, I was with my nephew.
It's just okay. I
No.
find it a little weird. He jogged all the way from his house in Rialto to your house, whatever,
was
just to
5
check
in the
on you
morning.
at 5 in the morning.
were you were with your nephew? Are you sure you were jogging?
You bought
ready?
chocolate
Yeah,
flavored
man. They
condoms.
carry TVs, for extra weight while they jog. Totally
And
legit.
you considered visiting me, which you haven't done in like 10 years.
Yeah, I look like fighter. Went all the way past Temple, all
Mm.
It must be a wrestling thing because remember we'd always meet at like 4 or 5 in the morning at the school to go to like tournaments.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he associates you like mentally with like a tournament and all the blows to the head during the training. Like now he just automatically shows up at your house at 5 a.m. without thinking about it.
He's like, hey, Captain, I'm here. No, you know what? I forgot to tell a story the last time you were on. Because remember we had that fucking alcoholic assistant coach.
Which one?
I know Sosa remembers.
Garcia.
I mean, you got to be more specific, dude. That doesn't really narrow anything down. Come on. Shit.
Yeah, that's like all of them. Okay. The Navy SEAL.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah. I won't mention names, but yeah, I remember him.
So we'll just call him the Navy SEAL. I remember he came in and just started like tearing shit up. He'd be like, okay, we're gonna run, and we run inside and interrupt the basketball practice and shit.
Oh, I remember that.
He's like basically calling them pussies, right? He goes, but we do things different. We're wrestlers, and like he's like lean and rest. That's your rest. So we're in push-up position, just right there. And then that KKK looking PE teacher, that the only white guy on the teaching staff.
Gabriel.
Dude, wasn't he like the head of the athletics department or some shit?
Yeah. And he's there just kind of in shock and all, like, who the fuck is this?
Who is this guy? Why the fuck is he interrupting my practice? I can smell the alcohol in his breath. I better not mess with him.
And I remember him like just yelling all these profanities, and he's like, you see that fucking banner? That's pathetic. The only year we had a championship was my year, blah, blah, blah.
He took a moment to berate the kids and tell them how much better he was.
Yeah, I remember that. It worked.
But I remember the pre-story there that Matt told me. I don't know if I don't remember if he told you guys. I think so. But that he was also a substitute teacher before becoming assistant coach. Well, I don't know. I don't remember all the details, but basically, he used you, right, to kind of scare the rest of the class.
Yeah, he kicked me out, and I wasn't doing anything. All the kids were all fucking around, and I didn't do shit. I was just chilling in the back there, and he kicked me out, and I got all pissed, and I was like, "What the fuck kicked me out for?" Like, he was like, "Go outside." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, I thought he was tripping on me. So I go outside, and then he comes out, and then he's like, after we went back and forth for a while, I go outside, he comes out, and he's like, "Hey," he goes, "Max." He's like, "I know you didn't do it." He goes, "I just got you outside so they can go clean all that shit up." And then he started talking to me, and he recognized me because I had a fight shirt on. And then he said, "Oh, you wrestling, blah, blah, blah." And that's how we met. And then I didn't see him until he fucking showed up for the wrestling one day. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, so basically he wanted to scare everybody else into thinking like, okay, I'm gonna pick on the biggest kid here.
Yeah, because I'm saying, like, after I got pissed because I was like, "What the fuck you kicking me out?" Like, everyone was like, back then I would just stare.
No,
Yeah,
Get outside. Fuck that. Like, I didn't do shit. Like, get outside.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was, and then he was a substitute in somebody's class, and he was doing roll call or whatever. Like, you call out your name, you raise your hand or whatever. And I swear I heard my name, and I rose my hand, and
He's like, "You're white."
Then I heard it again, and I was like, "Hey," I go, "I think you already called my name, but that's my name." And then I told him my name, and he's like, "Get up," or whatever. And then he did the same bullshit or whatever, like, "Get out of the class," or whatever, like. I guess I was just the first person who fucked up enough for him to point something out or whatever, and prove a point. That was his like go-to move or whatever. Let's get somebody out of this class or show them I mean business right away. It's like, and really, that whole fucking job is like, dude, pop in the fucking movie and shut up.
I mean, dude, like, you're white. I mean, he might have legitimately been like confused, like Villarino.
He's like,
"Is this kid fucking with me? This kid's fucking with me. Get outside."
I think that was just his go-to discipline move. Like, who am I going to pick on in the class today, right? And that's just how he did it.
I mean, he picked on Matt because he was the biggest. He picked on the only white kid because he thought he was going to shoot up the school someday.
That's it. He's memorable though, because I always tell the story. It's like you're sitting where I remember us all fucking in push-up position and him saying like, "You're not moving until I break a sweat."
Oh, yeah.
Like shit like that. You just Ugh.
Yeah, and then we found out how much of an alcoholic he was. It's like, I don't respect this guy anymore.
Oh, Jesus.
Did he
But
say
he
he
also-
died? He died.
Oh, I don't think so.
Remember he
hope
said he
not.
died for like a minute.
Oh, yeah.
That's why he has that big old scar.
Yeah, that it
Simon.
was like a car accident, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. He was kind of making up stories there too because he used to tell the story like, oh, it was from something in the military, and he's like, but that's just what I tell. Like he came up with this like big like motivational Chicano power sob story where it's like, that's just what I tell people. The real reason why is because I was in a car accident, a drunk driving accident, and the drunk driver was me.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, and he goes, I was dead technically for 1 minute, so they had to bring me back to life.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not a very motivational story, dog. Like, this is you just drink too much. Like,
Dude, like when you said an alcoholic assistant coach, I really had to think about it. There was a couple of dudes that were just shady as shit, I'm not saying that they diddled anybody, but they were like, I could smell the fucking alcohol in your breath right now, man. Why are you driving a van full of kids?
Well, when we were freshmen, I don't know if Matt remembers because Matt was like a junior, I think, right? We had Ray as coach, and he brought in that guy that never even wrestled, that judo guy, Asian judo guy.
Oh, the Asian judo guy. I remember that guy.
So like, how are we even gonna learn from this dude? He doesn't even know a fucking wrestling move, I remember his go-to line was like, "Oh, you want to try this move? I've seen a lot of guys win with that move. Like, but have you ever won with that move?" Oh, you badass.
Dude, are not about winning.
Who the fuck was that guy?
Coach, I think his last, it must have been Kim. I mean, he was Korean.
Yeah, but where the fuck did he come from?
Korea.
So many shady characters, man. So many shady characters.
We kind of just never really had like stable, like assistant coaches. I think.
No.
Even, when Gomez first came in, I think we had
Almeida,
but then some other Arroyo guy that was like a football coach that kind of just went away after a while.
I remember this big, like not big as in like Arnold big, but fat Mexican dude. Was that him?
Yeah, and he just kind of went away.
Yeah, he was kind of there for a second, and then he just faded into the black.
Talking about Mares,
No, and then
we
got him, and then we got that guy from the reservation.
the Rez. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the guy who got
When
the
was
whistle
that?
out of my hand.
Yeah.
When was this?
You don't remember when the Navajos came over? Or was that beyond your time?
That was beyond his time because Gomez was the coach.
I think it was our junior year, so you must have been just out of high
I was
school.
already gone. Yeah, because I was like, who are these people? I don't even know. I just remember that Almeida was the assistant coach.
Yeah. And he was the most consistent, actually. Everybody else was kind of like, they didn't go to the tournaments. And, I mean, how can you be a coach if you don't show up to the tournaments,
Yeah.
And we never got cultured. Nobody's ever gonna get pissed off over that we never got to go to an Indian reservation. They got to stay at our houses and stuff, and in the promise that we would like exchange. It was an exchange that never got exchanged or whatever. Like it was like, here, deal with this.
It was supposed to be like, okay, this year we'll send the Navajos over to you. Next year we'll send you to the reservation, right?
And then they beat the shit out of us or whatever when they were here. Like it Yeah, I just remember every single one of us like had a horrible match or whatever, and they were like holding back during practice and stuff. Like they were just we were supposed to learn from each other, and they were like,
I've never seen that before. What do you call that?
yeah,
That was
We
the
call that-
double leg.
they start, yeah, exactly, Jesus, and it was like they start calling out these moves or whatever. It's like, how come you didn't show us that during practice, you sons of bitches?
Show him horny cow.
Remember, some kid shattered his fucking elbow
Oh yeah.
during the practice there too. So I guess we got him right, guys.
We got one of them.
We got one of them. That was
It
the only
wasn't-
time.
It wasn't a complete shutout.
Yeah.
No, but you know, I've been watching the TV show Reservation Dogs, Res Dogs.
That's a really good one,
Oh
yeah.
God, I fucking love that show.
Great show, man. Now I know why we didn't go see the Navajos. Today.
They're like, listen, these kids are all ghetto, but the Mexicans could probably disappear in that reservation. So
They're
we
like,
probably
they-
shouldn't
they-
take them.
Yeah, they told us what it was like over there, and we're just we're not gonna deal with that again.
What is
Yeah.
that?
Like everybody's like on meth and they're poor.
Yeah.
Like it's worse. It's okay. It's like you know, Hispanic ghetto, but like 10 times worse. Like
Yeah,
it's
dude,
like
it's fucking bad.
it's like Riverside, but like 10 times worse.
It's like, yeah, just poverty stricken, no fucking education, no fucking jobs, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's just, I'm assuming, you know, collecting some type of government, you know, supplement and income.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Well, like the reservations, you know. But you're talking about the TV show. It's called Res Dogs or Reservation Dogs.
Okay.
It's on Hulu. You can.
It's like a group.
All right.
Yeah, it's like a group of kids that, you know, they're just going around doing shit and you know, funny shit.
You know, it reminded me a lot about like our fucking child upbringing.
Yeah, stealing and fighting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, stealing, fighting, just wandering the streets unsupervised.
Uh-huh.
Just, what are we doing today? I don't know. We're gonna wander.
That's all we did. Sometimes just fucking walk around on Monty.
Yeah, dude. We're just gonna walk around. We'll run into something.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Except Whitey, he didn't walk anywhere. No, we explored why though. It's
No, we
better
walked
you-
everywhere. I swear to God. Like, how many walking trips did we have?
I was just saying, I never walked. I don't remember Whitey walking with me anymore.
No, we walked everywhere with. It was usually me and Bob would walk all over the place.
Bob,
Why didn't you?
What happened to Bob? How's that day? How's he
He's
doing?
he's in Montreal. He's married to like
Oh,
a
shit.
doctor.
Oh shit, bro.
He was on one of the podcasts.
Yeah, that's right. Shit.
Matt doesn't listen to the podcast unless he's on it. Damn it!
Sounds about right.
And when we're talking to Larry, it's because Larry mentioned him. Hey, did you listen to the one with Nadine?
Nah.
Oh, you did it. You did it. Or you didn't.
Nah, hell no. I could maybe stand the voice for like 10 seconds. Check this out. Nah, but I haven't. I listen to all the shit shows, man.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How do you like filling in for the Potter role for now?
It's cool.
Now, are we gonna force Matt to like take on like this right wing persona to really fill in the blank here, or
You do vote Republican, don't you?
you just gotta say like fucking Mexicans or goddamn immigrants every now and again, and nobody will notice the difference.
Oh, the light is just.
There's his politics right there.
What?
Man, I don't even vote. That's it.
In fact, I think he still might be on ICE's hit list right now.
Fuck.
They just put a big bald man up on a poster. What do you call those fancy cigarettes he's got in his hand, Whitey? Is that a blunt?
That is a blunt. It's
Matthews.
wrapped in tobacco leaf.
Oh, sorry guys. I thought I turned off my mic there for a second. You guys just heard me burp.
We've heard worse on here.
No.
Yep.
So this mute button doesn't work apparently. Just letting y'all know it does not fucking work.
One of those episodes we heard you burp from the other end.
Yes, somebody farted. I remember specifically, and that was not a sound effect. I just remember just clearly hearing like,
Yeah. Oh man.
I think it was Sosa, but you denied it, man.
Hey man, no, I claim my shit. I mean, I claimed it right now.
I know you claim it. That's why I was surprised when you denied it.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
wasn't
fart
me.
denier.
It wasn't
He's a
me.
denier.
Hey, listen, we're getting older. Sometimes, things get a little bit looser, and you don't always have control.
My rectal tone has been as good as ever, sir. Okay.
It's may not be as malleable as it used to.
Sometimes you mean to clinch a little, and you just forget.
Things just fall right out.
Dude, I was thinking about you mentioned res dogs, and you see them like fucking just wandering the streets and driving around and shit. Fabian, do you remember that we used to drive around? How old were we? Like 15, 14, maybe 16, in a van that was being driven by a kid that not only did not have a license, did not have a permit, but the motherfucker didn't even have a green card or a social security number.
Yeah.
And we'd be like driving around in this fucking van around El Monte.
Yeah, without a care. Yeah.
Without a care. Like no seatbelt, no nothing. Just bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah. Those are the days we didn't really give a fuck.
Yep.
I remember that time me and Whitey was skid out on the freeway.
Oh man, when we almost died.
Shit. After I told you, I was like, because it was rainy,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Stay relax," and I got this. Your girlfriend, hell,
Slow down. Yeah. He literally just said, I got this.
And then like 10 seconds later, we just started full 360 on the freeway.
I remember looking over because I felt I felt the fucking skid of water that we hit or whatever, and I know we started hydroplaning when the wheels started shaking violently left to right, and you see Fabian like trying to like muscle the wheel like straight. I'm like, oh, that's. I even go, oh no. Fabian told me those were my last words. By the way, I wouldn't have known unless because it all happened so fast.
And
I just remember like the spin going so slow, like as we were spinning, it seemed like forever.
And it was probably only like 3 seconds, but I remember I've never seen somebody so calmly turtle up like Matt, just like he knew it was coming. He's just like, just like they teach you in elementary school, like cover your head and neck, children. So he turtled up pretty good. So who was your first or second grade teacher there, Matt?
I don't remember.
Or Miss or Mr. whoever? You did a good job teaching him safety. Give him that golden star.
Yeah, remember we got hit too, me and you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
in the other car. Yeah, damn.
Fucking-
You know what? You're kind of a curse, dude.
That truck. Damn, you hear the old man Javi got it?
Oh
That
shit!
battle?
Yeah, you told me about that one. I think. Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
We flipped and rolled in the freeway right there.
Yeah.
Fell asleep. And, shit, we must have been going fast because we fell asleep and we hit someone from the back and flipped over and then rolled. And
Wow.
I woke up and it was right there by the Walmart in Baldwin Park. We were in Norwalk. That was the last thing I remember. That was it's just crazy.
Did you get hurt?
Yeah. Look for scarring. Yeah.
Man.
This was a ball. Like a big ass ball. I remember feeling it. Yeah, my whole body had like a black bruise from the seatbelt. All across my chest.
What about Javi?
Yeah, he broke his ankle.
His ankle?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Then yeah, same thing. Got a big gas on his head.
Like no shit, you guys probably should have been dead.
No, yeah, it's crazy because I had my seatbelt on. If I didn't have my seatbelt on, I would have. Because after I seen the car, I was like, "Damn it, we did." Because the whole roof was all caved in, and where I was sitting, like the whole glass, the windshield was like pushed in, like all cracked.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, no." Yeah, but I had my seatbelt. We flipped over. I would have, went forward and rolled. Who knows?
Man,
So,
Did you turtle up?
I was stuck in your old.
well, you were dead asleep or what? Like, were you driving or was Javi driving?
No, yeah.
I didn't catch that.
He didn't want to incriminate either one. Of them.
Yeah, I think it is.
So
Grunting.
he just put it together and said, Audra Javi.
Someone was driving at some point. The guy ran away. He may have been Puerto Rican, may not.
Definitely Puerto Rican. Maybe Jose. I don't remember.
Man.
Stole my car keys and my wallet. There were all kinds of empty booze cans in the car.
That one time that we got hit, we got rear-ended. Like, it was just in regular ass traffic. Like, from like coming back from like West
Baldwin Park too. Baldwin Park too.
Right, Baldwin Park is cursed.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the Target.
Yeah, but I remember just this fucking propane truck crashed and smashed my little fucking black Honda Civic. And I'm thinking like, fuck, because you can hear it screeching behind you. And again, it's like time slow down, right? So you smell
that's crazy how that happens.
You hear the tires screeching, you smell the rubber burning, and then you see finally in the rearview mirror like we're about to get hit, right? And
I remember you said that too.
And we got hit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna hit us. Boom! It's fucking nailed us.
Yeah, and we got off, and I thought, fuck, it's gonna be really bad. My car wasn't actually that bad. That propane truck got fucked up.
Yeah,
and that shows you, that you try to fuck with me, and there are gonna be consequences, repercussions.
There you go. Are you responsible for this whole gas crisis?
I might be.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. So I'm paying $5 a gallon.
I'll charge you 20.
So hate away.
And once you don't even try me, Whitey, because once we go electric, right, I'm gonna charge you even more for that too.
Oh, that's gonna be a disaster, man. I was thinking about that. Like they're just gonna all of a sudden the grid's threatened or whatever. Like next thing you know, we're paying like $50 a gallon or something. Like, oops, sorry guys, we shouldn't have gone electric. It's gonna take us another 15 years to go back.
People trying to steal each other's electricity and stuff.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing, huh? I mean, even more so now, because people are already doing that. I mean,
how do you steal people's electricity, Whitey?
I have no fucking clue, but people do. I mean, when they run these pot farms or whatever, like they're stealing electricity from the grid. They can do it. You can steal electricity. I have no idea how, but somebody's figured it out. And now that there's going to be a necessity for it, because you're going to have electricity, that more people are going to figure it out.
So there's going to be underground charging stations for your
cars?
Man.
Like, just pull into the garage here.
Hey, badass.
Hey, homie. You want some electricity, dog?
They already made it so you can sell tamales and soup out of the houses over here, like somehow legally. So what's stopping you from just opening up an electric station out of your garage?
Hey, you like Spotify? I say. I'll give you whatever you want to charge. Anything. You want to charge your car, charge your phone, charge your baby mama and cord.
No joke. They have places that you can go get the food right there. And then they've got like yard sale type stuff out there for you to buy or whatever. Like, so they got the whole fucking thing covered now. Like you can literally just stay at home and make money now over here. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. I guess I think it works like you have to have like a health inspector come down to your kitchen and look at things like as if they would a real place. Mm-hmm. And then they can give you like a little grade and then you're good to go. We could sell stuff in our driveway.
It's funny you should mention that because we just bought flan like choco flan.
Yeah.
That's fucking flan I've ever had in my life from El Monte somewhere.
Yeah.
And my wife's like,
dude.
yeah, you just got to go pick it up at someone's random house.
Right. Yeah.
Oh man, I really want to talk to some food vendors because I don't know if you guys have noticed. Why do you think you're the only one who still lives in Almani? But or not technically, I guess you still live.
I've
in
moved on up to South Almani, sir.
So,
Those high class people.
so none of us. But the food game is fucking picked up like crazy with street vendors, like all the different street vendors there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's like a cheesecake guy, like you guys said, a fucking flan guy. You know, people that make like mariscos and fucking, you know, obviously tacos and whatnot. So it's just so much out there. So I want to talk to some food vendors at some point soon.
Dude,
Here, what they're doing now in LA is they're taking those shipping containers and they're converting them into like little restaurant, like mall looking restaurant places where it's like a central eatery, like a food court, but it's just basically like these box cars that they're turning into little kitchens.
You know, they're turning those into houses.
That's not a bad idea. I mean,
No, take it from me, man.
No.
I lived in a fucking shipping container for a good portion of 15 months. It's not fucking cool. It's not as cool as you think it is.
it's better than not living anywhere. I mean, like in the wash or something, you know, like on
Yeah, but
on a
where
fucking-
yeah, but like they're advertising these things for like you know, like here's your house.
No, what they need to start doing is those 3D printing houses. It costs about, I think it was like $6,000 to $10,000 to print a dwelling for somebody.
I agree with that one. Yeah.
Get the
But you-
fuck out of here.
That's what they were doing. I think the first project was in Argentina. What they do is they set these printers up in the middle of a space. They have it lay down a foundation. Then they, there's a couple of different printers I've seen. One lays down like raw cement looking material. And then it just like dries as it's laying it down because it takes, you know, a couple of days to print this thing or whatever. I mean, that's another thing is it doesn't take hardly any time at all, considering you just set up a machine and let it go. Maybe load some more fucking gravel in there or something, but you're good to go. Another one stacks bricks. So that one you have to have somebody loading bricks on a conveyor.
So is it wait, you said fucking printing houses. I made me think like they're fucking plastic houses or what the fuck?
Yeah, then they use composite materials like with like cement and stuff in there. So it's actually like good material
Sturdy,
that they're putting in there. Yeah, it's not like just a plastic house that's gonna fly away in the fucking
I was like, so I'm gonna break into that thing with
But
like
really-
a cigarette.
I think that's why it's like
It's like the Three Little Pigs. Like,
when you say 3D printing, like you think of like it's more of like a builder, really, when you think about it. Like it should be a 3D builder, you know what I mean?
Fuck. All right, okay, all right, gotcha.
well, were you talking about like the homeless
Yeah, you could solve the well, I wouldn't say solve the homeless problem because you're never gonna solve that issue.
Well,
but-
yeah, just take a couple bullets and.
But there's places, look, there's you know, like we used to go.
You ever seen the movie The Purge?
You know, you go out to Vegas or something like that. There's all that fucking dead space or whatever that nobody's using. Just knock out one of those spaces and start making a homeless encampment or whatever. Like, and you know, it's probably cheaper than what we're doing right now, cleaning all this bullshit up and then
Yeah.
you know,
I agree with a lot of solutions, but people just don't want to go as the thing.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, do you see how bad it is though in LA?
it's
You
fucking
guys, like,
disgusting, man.
yeah.
Like in the even like in the real streets, like you know, like the fashion district and all that. Yeah, it's disgusting. Man.
Dude,
It's sad
fucking
too.
Skid Row, you can't even drive down anymore. Like
Yeah,
without fucking almost running somebody over.
you went up all the way by the Union Station and all that over there by Chinatown and all that.
Mm.
It's nasty. Smell it already. You know, just really close by there.
I just almost I feel like it's just a matter of relocating some money here and there. I mean, like the
But
money you're gonna
there's-
save cleaning all this shit up all the time. See, they're not gonna fuck things up. If you give somebody a house, they're less likely to put all their trash every fucking where or whatever, like because now you're shitting where you eat. As opposed to like, well, that place could be there tomorrow or whatever, but I could move over here, you know, the next day. It's just
Yeah.
But a lot of them are just addicts. They're not really, you know.
yeah, see, that's
Like,
another
yeah,
issue.
help.
Mental and yeah.
It's like you can't give someone a fucking house like that, you know.
Dude, look, I just quickly Googled this shit. Los Angeles signed a $791 million budget for the homeless crisis.
Ooh.
Like money is being allocated. Your money, my money, you know, fucking tax money is being allocated for this shit. And the problem isn't being solved. Whoever the fuck is in charge,
Mm-hmm.
they don't want to solve this fucking problem. And it's not a problem that they
Yeah.
want to solve. They want to keep their job, however fucking much they're getting paid. What, 200 grand a year, 300 grand a year, you know, and then they're fucking signing over contracts to their friends. You go, yeah, man, I'll give you a fucking $2 million fucking contract to house some of these people for a week. And there you go.
Here's what I'm gonna do because I like putting people against each other, right? What,
I like that laugh at the end.
what's been pissing me off lately is when they fucking the street vendors when they close their shit down and they ask them to throw their food away. Like that pisses me off so much, dude. Like, how are you gonna ask them to throw their food away? It's like it's not yours to say throw away. You know, if you want them to stop selling, okay, tell them you don't have a permit, get the fuck off the street. That's fine. But how are you gonna throw their food away? Like, you know,
It's a dick move.
It is a dick move, man. And to me, I'm just like, okay, but why are you going over there harassing people who are selling food? Yet a few feet down, you've got fucking homeless people prostituting, doing drugs, doing everything, you know, illegal, and then some. And all the people are doing at the street vendor pop-ups are just selling food, you know? And nobody's forcing anybody to buy that food.
Yeah,
So-
dude. They're fucking trying, man. You know, they're trying to make a living, and you're punishing them for it. It's bullshit.
Yeah, but then they'll let the homeless population get away with whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
saw-
heard about all that stuff on Venice Beach? Like all the homeless that are attacking people and breaking into, throwing rocks in the houses right there and stuff.
Shit.
Yeah, it's pretty much just fighting and all that stuff. And they don't even go to jail. They break
No.
windows to the businesses right there. But you know, like say me, if I went and I broke the window and I fucking went and pushed someone, you know, they take me in right away.
Well, that's easy, man. Next time, just tell them you're homeless. I'm pretty sure they'll believe you.
I was about to ask Matt how many people he attacked over there.
Shit happens.
Nah, but yeah, because I see a lot of videos like on different pages, usually like gutter of Los Angeles or the Venice Beach, like all the stuff that happens. It's crazy that they get away with all that.
Yeah, dude. If somebody is fucking making money, or you know, there's a reason why this issue isn't being solved. Somebody's making money off of it. It's just the way it is, and the rest of us suffer.
Why you making money off of it, Whitey?
I'm just saying Potter's the one that's not here. Why aren't you accusing him?
I don't know. You're the lightest one here. Whitey.
It's true.
It's your responsibility right now to eat all the racism and hate that we have for you.
Just throw out a damn immigrants every now and again, dude. Just make it feel like, you know, like nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. Hashtags nothing's changed. That's
Hey,
great.
Hey, Spig, what do you think of Chente dying? I know that was your hero.
Oh, dude.
He's crying right now.
Crazy.
Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that Matt was a very big fan of Vicente Fernandez?
I did not, sir. No.
He was
not
the
remember-
fan.
Remember, what did you want as your walkout song?
I don't know. There's a couple of them.
But it was a couple of Chente songs, right?
Yeah. Then we've seen him a couple times too. So
Big ass diaper on stage and shit.
Is it bad that like I saw he died and then I saw a picture of him because I didn't like really associate the face or whatever. Heard the music a bunch, but never the face. But then I was thinking of that puppet or whatever on that one show, Pepe. It's like Pepe the puppet. He's like an announcer or something like that on like the Spanish speaking stations.
Oh, perfect. He is taking up the role for the right guy.
All right, Whitey.
There you go. Way to pick up the mantle.
I'm like, God damn it.
I swear they modeled that puppet after that guy. Like they must have.
Really look like a wax figure.
I said they were wearing like the same outfit and everything. I don't know.
No, I'm saying in real life, you look like wax.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Oh, so you seen him right there? Okay, maybe I was just tripping now, looking at him. No.
So you didn't think he was
He
really
obviously
there?
dyed his mustache and shit, his hair, but
Right, yeah. Yeah, in the pictures I saw, that's how he looked, yeah. Like he was dying a bit.
When we saw him, we were like inches away from him, right?
yeah.
Like
And
we
we
were
see
right
him
at the.
like a couple of days in a row, huh?
Didn't you say he played for a lot of hours too?
Yeah. So here's
Yeah.
how great of a performer he is, right? I'll give you a couple examples. A few examples, right? He was a man of the people, right? So everybody in his VIP section there, he passed out cognac. So everybody's drinking, right? They didn't pay for any of those shots. They got cognac for free. And then and it was really tough because Matt knows these fucking crazy bitches would try to pass their panties, their phones, their fucking notes, right? And so if a phone made its way up to the stage, right, he would be like, oh, who's this? And he would either, if it was for a voicemail, he'd leave a voicemail with him singing on it, or he'd talk to the person, right? And then the other thing too, was that he would drop the microphone on stage. And when he dropped the microphone, and he started singing, his whole voice would still fill up the goddamn arena as if he had a microphone, right?
Yeah. That's it. I remember this.
And yeah, he did like when we were there, and it was cool for us because we were just making overtime at that point. He looked at his watch and he said, "Well, shit, we went over by 1 minute." Right? And it was already like midnight or something like that. And he's like, oh shit, well, if they're gonna charge us for another hour anyway, so we're just gonna fucking play. Right? So he kept going. He'd already been playing 3 hours in a row.
Yeah.
And the motherfucker keeps going 4 hours in a row.
Taking shots throughout the whole night.
Oh yeah, he was getting fucking piss drunk, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He was wearing a diaper or something. Because that old man.
Doubt it, dude. Yeah. Because the whole night, throughout the whole time, he would just take shots. Everybody, everyone, would hold out their hands and take shots. It was crazy.
And they were refilling that shit too.
And that was every night, the same shit. Same amount of people sold out. Shots all night.
Yeah, and I think they had a concert the whole week. I mean, we only went a couple nights, but they had the whole week. Mm-hmm.
And then he took like a couple of days off, and then he did like another, 5 days.
Because they added more, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. I think I saw Whitey out there passing some panties over. I know I did.
I was a panty man for,
some little
panty man.
Little called Zone A's.
Oh man.
They have little marks on them, Whitey.
They're brown, yeah. Brown and crusty.
Hey, Spig, do you ever remember playing the WWF video games with us or no? Or you didn't?
Nah, I don't know.
I would always make the characters look like us, right?
Yeah.
And so it was really cool to see like a Whitey up there. But if I couldn't put him in like a wrestling singlet, I put him in tidy whities, and I would put like brown streaks in the back, and yellow spots in the front.
Oh shit!
The
wrestling, or was it the UFC one?
No, the wrestling one. I think I put him in the UFC one too. I just thought it was funny, to see everybody have their own character and shit.
They were in every game you had.
Yeah, because I just copied the dimensions of the face and everything. It was like super easy. Yeah.
You're still doing that. We always get like deep fakes with our faces in.
And now it's easier. Yeah.
You should do one for Matt.
What do you want to? Where do you want to put him?
Oh my gosh, like a George Michael.
I can do
That'd be
that.
great. You gotta have faith. Or like Fred Durst. You can make him Fred Durst.
Hey, they're coming back. Limp Biscuit.
Hey, did you see their last performance?
Which
No.
one?
Or not, I don't know about last performance, but their big show, and like he came out, he had all that hair and shit.
Oh yeah, the long fucking white hair.
Yeah, he had the whole different look.
He looked like a dad.
Yeah.
You know, he was playing with his son too. One of his sons playing like guitar or some shit.
Oh shit, bro.
You know?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think they're really getting their popularity back because everything from like from like year 2000 and shit, like it's popular again. You know, just like in history, like the 70s used to be like, oh, that's cool again in the 90s. You know, the 80s, everybody like in the late 90s, early 2000s, like, oh, I want to be like the 80s again, right? And now everybody wants to be 90s and 2000s.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I think you're still listening to Spice Girls, right? Or was it Shania Twain? You're still listening?
Spice.
What was that?
Matt
Shania
Spice.
Twain?
Huh?
What was that Shania Twain song you used to sing?
I don't remember.
What's that?
I don't remember half of it.
Fuck, it wasn't Shania Twain, but I just remember. I don't remember. We're just kind of sitting quietly somewhere, and all of a sudden I hear Matt go, "How do I live without you?" I'm like, did you just fucking? I gotta Google that shit. Let me see. Who sang that song? How do I?
Yeah, that's Shania Twain.
Hey, back then, did we ever get fucked up at Carmine's or no? Or was it just on Amber and all that shit?
The
No,
Carmines.
It was Leon Rhymes. That's what it was, huh?
Yeah.
Did we ever get fucked up at Carmine's?
Well,
Yeah.
you did quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I drank at
Oh, we
work.
did? I don't remember.
The only time for me
Like,
was
not-
when it was with my birthday.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't remember getting, like, wasted there. And I don't remember if I did or not.
I don't think too bad, but I mean, you definitely drank there.
I remember back then, all the purses, there was a jacket. I used to throw jackets over them. Like, hey, if they don't come, I'm like,
You fucking
this is gone.
thieving, you thieving fuck.
Well, back then, those days were crazy back then. All those fights and stuff.
Yeah. Remember when Whitey was head security over there?
Him
Why did
and
you
no good.
want to tell any of your head of security stories, Whitey, from Carmine?
No,
days?
I only have that one story where I stopped the 6-man fight, and Bob was nowhere to be found. You
Oh,
had
yeah,
left me.
dude,
You had left
Bob.
me and Bob on fucking Carmine's patrol. There were 6 men fucking dogpiled outside the door. It was last call, and I'm kicking everybody outside the door. And it's one of those gray areas where he'd always told us if shit passes that threshold of the door right there, it's not really our problem.
Mhm.
But in this instance, we're kicking people out of the bar right into disaster.
Aw.
So what do you do there or whatever? There's got to be some sort of liability right there. I think. So the only thing I could think of to do is pick the top guy up. So I grabbed the top guy by his leather jacket and I pulled him up, and this guy was way bigger than me. He pushed me and he goes, "There's gonna be a cop or whatever." Like, and I go, "Dude, you just fucking pushed security." And remember, we dressed nice or whatever. Like you could tell we were security because we were in like black suits and stuff. So he goes, "Oh shit," or whatever. I go, and then right then and there, it was like, at that point, the whole fight stopped and everybody got up like like little kids who had been caught doing something terrible.
Mhm.
And then that's when I told like, you know, the one group to go sit over here, and I told the other guys to take off. But yeah, that could have ended up way worse or whatever, especially in that area. I was just surprised. It was one of those moments where I was just surprised that worked, you know?
The funny thing is, the next night or whatever I came in afterwards, I just get word of like, "Hey, you need to be here. Like, we can't. I don't feel comfortable with fucking with Bob at the door or whatever. You know."
Yeah.
Or they're like, "I like Whitey. He's a cool guy, but I don't feel comfortable with them two." We want basically they wanted me and Matt the whole time. You know, I'm like, at the time I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, well, they gotta pay us right then. You know, like because
that's only stopped working there for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because doing something else.
Well, because they were pulling us to the other shitty place in Santa Monica.
Oh, that fucking
2020 or whatever.
Yeah, no, Visa.
Whatever the fuck name they had in the last 50 years. But yeah, they were paying us a little better over there, and it's like, well, I go where I make more money. You know, and it worked out because everybody made a little money. Whitey made some coin over there
until the company started bouncing checks.
No, that didn't work too well.
Yeah.
And then
my shit never bounced. I think so.
No, because you cashed them through me.
So Fabian got the overdrafts. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, you guys talking about what was it, Global or whatever? Those guys?
Yeah.
I forget what the name of that
company
was. I just fucking hated
doing the same.
I hope they're not doing well or in jail or something. Those guys were fucking scumbags.
No,
that's what I'm saying. I wonder if they're doing the same shit. Security.
I don't know.
Scammy. Scammers.
I
remember when he talked when he said he burned his car or some shit or
yeah.
So yeah. Oh well, yeah, they're scammers, dude.
Is there Matt? Is there anything else you want to confront Whitey on? He is on a limited time schedule before he's got to go. Yep. He's got to go romance the wife.
Oh geez, I feel like I got shit to live up to now.
See, because I really wanted to get Matt on here for you, Whitey, because he's been asking for you.
Yeah, it's freaking good to talk to you, man.
Okay, you gotta catch up. Blaze whatever, we gotta go somewhere.
Well, I got a house now, man.
Oh yeah, we could do a little carne asada over there.
That's true. We should have a barbecue. And
yeah, I'll roll up. We'll go down.
Actually, it's over here, right by me, and then I think your sister lives over here too, right?
Yeah, down the street from me. From Vista.
Oh well, there you go. I mean, you know, one of these times you're down, we could just cook up some steaks, you know. Do some more tomahawks.
No carne asada.
No,
tomahawk.
Notice I said it very unethnically. Yeah. We're gonna have a carne asada.
Carne asada.
Yeah, but you can also serenade Whitey with your Leon Rhymes song.
Yeah, bring the karaoke machine, Fabian.
I'll never forget that. Just sitting there, and all of a sudden, this fucking velvety tone the bass notes coming from Matt. Just how do I live? I'm like, what?
It's funny.
You still sing that in the shower or anything?
I don't know. I forgot about that.
All right, Whitey, anything else from you before you got to dip out? I know you got to, like I said, make Whoopi
Oh my god. All right, well, Jesus Christ, how do you top that? Thank you, fuck you, and goodbye.
That's my line, you son of a
Yeah,
bitch. Canceled, Whitey.
Immigrants stealing jobs, Whitey stealing lines. Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna boot him from the Zoom right now.
Later on, guys.
Later, man.
Get out of here. Remove him. Get the hell out.
Jesus
I'm gonna report.
Christ.
Should I report him to Zoom?
Get the Zoom police involved.
They're gonna turn on the camera as he's romancing his wife.
Oh Jesus!
Hey, what are they gonna? What did you used to call his unit there, Matt? The what? The little pink what?
I forgot.
The little pink
What was
torpedo
Oh, pizza.
that he used to get all red and sweaty.
That's funny.
Those were the days right there. We used to sit,
Oh, yeah.
we used to say the same stupid shit over and over and over again, and just get a laugh out of it when we're doing those stupid long drives to, work or wherever. It's funny as fuck.
And we used to do some dumb shit, being so bored after. Because back in those days, we were working every day.
Yeah.
Like, remember, it was like at Avalon, we'd be there, and Gibson, and then club, same night. Fun. But,
For Sosa, did you listen to the Matt episode of the podcast, or did you ever get around to listening to part of it?
No, I listened to it.
Were you aware that I made Matt fat?
Matt, is that true?
Yeah, it was.
So after every night that we worked, almost every night that we worked, right? We would fucking go to Denny's or wherever. Mostly Denny's. I don't know why we went there so much. But I would get like a double cheeseburger. This motherfucker would get something sweet like fucking French toast. Right?
Yeah.
And
fried steak and shit.
yeah, we go there like every fucking night. And he came to the job weighing like his best, like almost 170. He was below 185.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Right?
Oh, yeah, that was another dude.
But within like a month or two, he was like over 200 pounds.
Fucking smashing down fucking indie burgers.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Remember we raced? We didn't really race. I just smashed on them faster than you end over.
Yeah. We see who can
All
finish
the time. Those things were bad. Pretty much it's bad.
We're gonna offer an Indie Whopper to Fedor.
A peace offering.
Dude, I remember whenever we would go out to drink, Fabian, we'd always end the night at the Alberto's on Santa Anita.
Yeah, that was a spot right there. Alfredo's.
Alfredo's.
Yeah.
And by far, they're still like my favorite fucking super nachos.
Yeah. They have the better chips. That's why.
Yeah.
The other ones from like Alberto's and shit, they're all like thin and they break.
No, fuck. Every night we'd end up right there, and it was fucking glorious.
Dude, because it's the perfect drinking food.
It really is, dude.
Yeah.
Or Farmer Boys, Go-Go.
Oh yeah, that shit was good too. Do they even sell that anymore?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's small now.
You know what though? It's too bad Whitey's not here to defend himself because he ruined that for us.
I ruined it for you.
Yeah.
So the gold bowl was like this badass little bowl, right? It had fucking the one we used to get had biscuits and gravy, like chunks of sausage, and it was basically like a little country breakfast, biscuits and gravy. Oh,
Damn.
Yeah, an egg, like a whole like fucking breakfast in a bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was so good. We used to get it all the time, and then we went to this event in Huntington Beach to go meet Tito, right? Tito Ortiz, and fucking Whitey orders our dish, right? And he's there like fucking eating it and shit and enjoying himself. And we're looking at him all disgusted, like, motherfucker. Like, he was almost orgasmic about it, you know, like, oh. And I'm like, can't enjoy it anymore. I can't do it. Every time I eat that gold bowl, I'm going to think about Whitey, you know, and all the extra gravy around. And it was white gravy, mind you.
Mm.
I'm throwing up already.
The visuals are fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know if Matt feels the same, but that's how I can't even say it anymore. That's how bad it was for me.
Fucking
That's why-
amen.
I can barely hear you right now.
Yeah, how about Whitey was enjoying the gold bowl, and we couldn't eat it anymore after that.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
Right.
Making love to it like a $3. Well, I won't go into detail, but it was $3 worth.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think we've been doing this one for quite a while, so you're always invited back on the shit show. Next one we do will be episode 100. But is there anything else you wanted to share before we jump off?
Nah, maybe whenever next time, just let me know.
Yeah, that way we get Potter on here too.
All right, yeah, just hit me up.
But you gotta play Leon Rhymes.
Maybe if I'm drunk.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, make sure you work on that before you hop on the podcast.
Or anything else, social you want to add before we go?
No, man, this is a good one. Have fun.
All right. But for everybody listening at home, I appreciate it. Thank you. Fuck you and good night. Subscribe to the Ignorance is Strength podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Like, follow, and share on Facebook and Instagram at Ignorance is Strength Podcast and on Twitter at The Ignorance Pod.